And if we're going to pray and then we'll get started. So, dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for bringing us all together for Bible class. And I just pray that you would watch over us today and give us a great day. Bless the boys and girls as they finish up fourth grade. I pray they would finish strong and be able to focus, and that you would just keep them healthy and their families healthy, and that they would be able to keep working hard on their work and do good on all their tests and quizzes and any work that they're assigned, and that you would just be with them today as they do their classes and their work. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Okay, so we are going to be reviewing today for, like we always do, 2 review pages for when we have an upcoming test. So I'm just going to tell you these pages are very important. So it's a good thing we have 25 kids here. I'm glad all of you came because we're going to have, it's very important that you fill these pages out. Okay. So we're going to have probably next week just filling out doing lessons, and then we're going to have probably the following week we'll do one more review page, review a few, probably a couple of days, like 2 or 3 days, and then we'll have a final test in Bible of the lesson test, and then that will be it. We'll be done with Bible for fourth grade. Okay, so it's very important that you are paying attention, having all the correct answers on these pages, because this will be the first set of pages that you're going to be studying from. Does everyone understand? So please make sure that your eyes are listening. Eyes are listening, not your eyes, your ears. Just kidding. Your ears are listening and your eyes are in your book. Okay? So go to page 105 in your book. We want to make sure we have the correct answers. Remember this week, or was it last week? I think it was last week. We were talking about the tabernacle and the parts of the tabernacle. So we spent a couple of days on the tabernacle. So I'm guessing that that's going to be on your test. So you really want to make sure that you're following the parts of the tabernacle. Do you remember we talked about how the tabernacle, it was set aside for a place for people to go to worship God, because of what Adam and Eve did. You couldn't just walk up to God and like just worship him. So they said it, they made a place that you could go. We're on page 105. Okay, so look inside of page 105 and see this right here. This is the tabernacle right here, and it has 3 numbers. Do you see how it has 3 numbers? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're gonna see in the first 3 blanks if we could figure out what are the 3 parts of the tabernacle. Okay, what did they call the 3 parts? So which part was the holy place? Who thinks they know? Is that 1, 2, or 3? Which part was the holy place? 1, 2, or 3? Let's see. Who looks like they know? I'm scrolling through. Still scrolling. 1, 2, or 3? Come on. Sammy, go ahead. What?
Number 2.
The holy place was what? 1, 2, or 3?
2.
2. Yes, number 2. So write number 2. The holy place is number 2. So if you look inside of the holy, inside is actually where the holy place was. When you go inside, that's where God was dwelling. Okay. All right. Number 2, where was the Holy of Holies? What side was that? Outside, number 1, or was that on the other side of the curtains? Was that number 1 or number 3? Okay. Stephanie?
Number 3.
Number 3, yes. That was on the other side of the curtain. That's only right here. Number 3 right here. Where the priest could enter, here's the priest. And this is number 3, because that's only where the priest was able to go. The normal people couldn't just walk into the Holy of Holies, right? Like you had to be just the priest could go in there. All right, and number 3, where was the courtyard? We only have one more choice left. I'm trying to unmute people. Lily. Lily, there you go. Lily.
1.
1, very good. Number 1. Outside here is number 1, and that was the courtyard where you could come up and you could, but you weren't inside the tabernacle, but you were close. Okay. All right. Now go to the other side. It says write the letter of the furniture. So remember we talked about each piece of the furniture right here. So we're going to talk about the pieces of the furniture, what they all meant. We went into great lengths of what all the furniture meant. So, what was the bronze altar? What letter? Look at the pieces right there. Which one is the bronze altar where you would make your sacrifices? What letter? The problem is I'm having a little trouble unmuting some of you. Jacob S., which letter is the bronze altar? A, B, C, D, or E?
A.
Not A. That's a good guess, but that was not the bronze altar. It's got to be it looks more like a table. Okay. You're not going to know who I'm picking today because I'm just going to who this will work for. I'm trying my best to unmute people. Okay. Ian, which one looks more like a bronze altar?
C.
C. Very good. C. Okay. C. This one is the table. Okay. The table looked like that. Do you see how it's wider than A? A, you would have to sacrifice a really small animal on, like a bird. Do you get it? Because a bird's small, and that'd be a hard animal to sacrifice because your bird would be trying to fly away. All right, number 5. Where A, B, C, D, or E? Where would be the bread of the presence? Okay, I'm about to lose my mind, Miss Palmer, because this will not unmute anybody. Everybody pray right now. Okay, Cherith, I got you. All right, Cherith, what one?
The bread of presence
Yeah, is what letter? What picture matches that?
is E.
E, very good. E. The bread of presence is letter E. And you can even see they have little pieces of bread on it, like the little rolls of bread on there. It's inside of the tabernacle. All right, number 6, the altar of incense. I'm trying. All right, Jacob, I'm trying to get you. You saw it. Jacob M.
D.
D is, you wouldn't want to put incense in there because there would be water in there. Which one looks like you could,
B.
well, that's the candle.
Oh. A.
A. Yes, A. Very good. A. A. All right, and the last one, the bronze basin is which one? The bronze basin. I'm not picking on some of you, not because I don't like. It's because of this. Okay, I already did you, Miss Palmer. Okay, Addison.
D.
D. Very good. Do you see how that looks like a basin where you can wash your hands? So that's where it is. Okay. All right. Now at the bottom, write the letter of the description of the symbols. We talked about what the description of the symbols looks like. Okay. All right. So all right. So what were the 12 loaves of bread? Does anyone remember? I told you when the bread meant what? That God was, Jesus was what? That was the people's, who thinks they know? Eli? What was the 12 loaves of bread?
E.
Did you say E or
Yeah.
B? E? No, it wasn't the tree of life. Think about what I said before about the bread was like, it was like representing like how we can be with God on earth. So that's your clue. So what do you think? If the 12 loaves of bread, which one would be like we can go before God and pray, but back then you couldn't. So which one would represent that? Like somebody had to go pray before God for you. So which one do you think makes sense? Somebody had to go pray for you before. Sabrina?
B.
Very good. B. God's presence, the people's presence before God. Back in the day of the tabernacle, you could not go before God's presence. The priests had to go and offer the prayers of the people. And so we don't have to do that anymore, we talked about, right? When you want to pray, do you offer up a sacrifice or do you bring something to your church and ask the minister to say a prayer for you? You don't have to do that because Jesus made a way where we can pray. And so, but back in the tabernacle, the 12 loaves of bread represented that somebody had to offer, like it was God's way of praying, presence before God. All right, everyone should get a letter number 9. What was the lampstand? What did it show? It looks a lot like a what? Think about what it looks like. I'm trying to think about what the lampstand looks like. I see some of your faces are really looking. Cherith?
E. And Clay keeps putting the answers in the chat.
Clay,
At least-
stop putting the answers in the chat. Who did that? Somebody just messed with the Zoom. Who did that? Put it back. Who is messing with the chat? Can anybody see each other still? I don't
Yeah.
I don't see you. Okay, there. All right, so I'm gonna have to shut the chat down, guys. If you're gonna be just you don't have to look at the chat. If somebody says the answers and you don't want to see them, just don't look at the chat, okay? That's the only way we're gonna get around that. Just oh well. All right. The same way I can't click on some of your faces. I don't know why. All right. Oh, letter number 10. What was the curtain? A curtain does what? If I put a curtain up right now, would you be able to see me? No. So think about what a curtain did in the tabernacle. What did it do? Quinn?
The way to God is still blocked by sin.
Good. Letter D. So it represented that it was blocked. So people still had to make sacrifices in the tabernacle time, right? So they put up a curtain because there was no way that when you made a sacrifice of an animal, was that it? Were you done? You weren't done, right? Did you still have to keep on sacrificing? You did. But when Jesus came, he was our final sacrifice. That's it. We were done. And so the curtain, the day that Jesus died, the curtain actually ripped in half. Because what did Jesus do? It was finished. Nobody had to go use that anymore because Jesus was the final sacrifice. That's what it represented. Okay. Number 9 was E. Okay. Number 11. What was the Ark of the Covenant? What was the Ark of the Covenant? What did it represent? I'm looking for people. I'm looking at all of you right now. Ark of the Covenant. I'm so trying to get Chloe. I'm trying, Chloe. All right, Chloe, there you go.
A.
A, very good. God's graciousness, presence among the people. So remember, they carried that ark around, and inside of it were the 10 commandments. There was things in there that were it was God's gracious presence among the people. God didn't just leave the people, he was still with them as a reminder, right? And the last one, what was the bronze altar for? You should remember this. What did they do on the altar? This one is hopefully coming to the person I want. What was the bronze altar for? Miss Palmer. I'm over unmuting kids. Clay, I'm trying to unmute you. Clay, what was the bronze altar used for?
Blood must be shed for payment of sins.
Good. So what did they do at the bronze altar?
They sacrificed.
Very good. That's where they sacrificed. That's where they would sacrifice, was in that altar. They had to do it there. Okay? They had to do it there. All right. Okay, go to the back of your page. Miss Palmer, I'm trying to keep my cool, but this is hard. Doing good? All right, go to the back page. I want you to do page 106 really quick on your own, and then we're going to go over the answers. So look at page 106. If you weren't here at the Bible lessons last week, this will be hard for you. So, because you won't know the answers unless you read this story. But answer these questions, and then I want you to look at me when you're done, okay? Answer the questions on page 106. They all just have one answer. So just look at me when you're finished. Addison?
What was number 12 on page 105?
Letter C.
Thank you.
Lily?
Can you put more than one answer?
No, it's just one answer per question.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go over the answers now. I know, it's going to be hard to do it. Galaxy tab. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to tell you the answer you should have, and then you make sure you have the correct answers. Thumbs up. Everybody hear me? You should shake your head yes. Thumbs up. Okay, good. Oh, Autumn's double thumbs. She's really going to make sure she's listening. Good girl. She's a good girl. All right, here we go. Why did God instruct the Israelites to build a tabernacle? This is why. You better make sure if you got it correct, you could put a star. If you didn't, you need to change your answer. So God could live among his people. If you got it right, put a star or a happy face. If you didn't get it right, change it. That's why he told them to build a tabernacle, so he could live among his people. So he could live among his people. This is the purpose of building a tabernacle, because he wanted to live among his people. Jesus didn't come to die on the cross yet, right, Chloe? Jesus didn't come die on the cross yet, did he? So he wasn't in our hearts yet. So this is the only way God could live among them is by living in a tabernacle. Okay? Eli, make sure you're filling these in correctly so you have the right answers. Give me a thumbs up if you heard me. Eli? Eli? Got it? Thumbs up? Okay. All right. Number 14. What is the punishment for all people who break God's law? You guys should all have got this correctly. Death or separation from God for eternity. You should all have gotten that one. When you are breaking God's law, your punishment is that you have death or separation from God for eternity. I don't know why it says or, Miss Palmer. Shouldn't it be and? I think so. Because that's what happens when you are choosing to disobey God. Shouldn't it be and that you have death and separation? Yeah, I don't know why it says or. That doesn't make sense. It's not like you get to pick one or the other. The consequences of death, the consequences of sin, it says it in the Bible, are death. That's the consequences. Number 15, who is guilty of breaking God's law? Just you guys, one person, 10 people. Guess who it is? Everybody, all people, all people, all people are guilty of breaking God's law. There's not one person that hasn't done it, except maybe Miss Palmer, because she's a pretty good person. Look how you guys all know she's such an innocent person. You guys love her. Jessica's shaking her head. Yes, look at her. She loves you. She's like, she's so nice.
But I'm saying also,
unlike Miss Schmelzel, they're like, she's a
stop.
No, Miss Palmer sins too, but you know what? I think Miss Palmer sins a little less than me. Kidding. Just kidding. Y'all, everyone's a sinner.
That's right. That's right.
Number 16. How is the tabernacle a picture of God's grace? God has made a way for sinners to enjoy the presence of the most holy God. Okay? The most holy God. So we don't deserve, that is God's grace and mercy, but the tabernacle is a picture of God's grace because he made a way for sinners to still enjoy having a chance to be with him. Even now, I mean, we are stinkers saved by grace. We do not deserve to be anywhere near God, but yet he loves us anyway. I mean, there are days in this lockdown, my kids have come up to me and I'm like, go away. You, Lily is a very rambunctious 2-year-old that will climb on you, scream in your face, and to climb on you and smack. Well, the other day I was taking a nap. You know, when you're in an afternoon nap and you're like having the best dream ever, the worst way to get woken up is having a 2-year-old smack you in the face. Well, that's exactly what happened. She smacked me right square in the face like this. Boom. And I was like, you know what? Did I feel like spending, and then she was like, hold me. And I was like, no, not gonna happen. I was like, go see your dad. Maybe he wants you for a while. And she's like, why don't you want to hold me? And I was like, because you just smacked me in the face. My grace was not sufficient for you at that moment. I need a timeout. Mommy needed a timeout because I was like, don't smack people in the face and expect them to hold you. Just ridiculous, you know? So, word of warning, don't ever wake anybody up by smacking them in the face. People don't like that, FYI, okay? That's your lesson for the day. In addition, that's your life skill lesson. This is Bible. That's your life skill lesson, okay? Just don't smack them in the face. I don't care how cute they are. They smack you in the face, right, Autumn? Little kids that smack you in the face are still not, they're not cute, are they? They're annoying. And you're like, please go away. And then you realize they can't go anywhere and you're like, Lord, please, what are you doing to me? All right, number 17. Who acted as an intercessor between the people of Israel and God? Remember, it was Moses because God was like about to be like, I'm going to kill those people. They made a golden cow and they're worshiping it. I'm about to kill them all. And Moses was like, let's think about this, God. Remember all the things you love about them. And God was like, you better remind me because I forgot. And he's like, okay, let's go through the list. And so Moses was an intercessor. He had to stand between God's holy wrath and the Israelites being not so smart, worshiping a cow. And then he said, you remember those people down there? They're not that smart, but you do love them. And then he got him to calm down. And God was like, okay, I won't kill them. Chair Bear, I'm coming to you. Yes.
I'm really confused. What are we on?
This is the 28th day of February, 2031, and we are in space. This is the way we communicate now. And all these kids are your family. You've been adopted by Martians, and I'm your leader. You must do what I say. Go get me a snack in your kitchen and transport it to me immediately. Okay? Got it?
I don't know how.
Okay, I'll teach you. Just behind you is a transmitter. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we are on page 106 and we did 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17.
Did I do the wrong page?
We did page 106, Cherith.
I was on the wrong page.
Did you do the wrong page?
No, I didn't know what to do.
Are you good now? Okay. All right. She's gonna get a new leader soon. Miss Palmer, that's gonna be your problem.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're almost done. We gotta go because I gotta start math soon. Caleb?
Every time I'm trying to go to speaker view, it shows me Addison.
Well, don't do that then. You can't change your speaker. Only I'm in charge of your speaker.
When I go to it, it says Addison, and then it
Well,
shows
I don't-
me Addison's camera.
I don't know. I'm the one that's in charge of your speaker, so don't touch it. Okay? I'm the
Okay.
only one that could touch it. Only me. Got it? All right, here we go. Now we have 2 questions left. We can do this. Autumn believes in you. Right, Autumn? She doesn't want you to get smacked in the face by a baby. Well, some of you might today. I don't know. Eli might because he has a baby brother. What, Eli?
What is 16?
God has made a way for sinners to enjoy the presence of the most holy God. Okay, here we go. We're going to finish up. Number 18. Why did Joshua and Caleb believe that they could take the land of Canaan? We just talked about this. The Israelites could trust God to keep his promise to the land of Abraham. Remember? So that's why the Israelites could trust God. That's why they said they were able to defeat. They trusted God was going to be able to go in with them. They weren't going alone. Quinn barely moves. I think he's a statue. Quinn, can you move an arm or something? Quinn, okay, woo, all right, he's there. All right, last one. Why did the 10 spies believe that they could not conquer the land? Was it because the people of Canaan were bigger and stronger, or the Israelites could not trust God to keep his promise? The answer is both, right? They did not believe God was going to keep his promise. And he also was like, whoa, those people are huge and they're going to squish us like a bug. Okay? So just make sure you have all this filled in. If you missed any, then tough. You weren't paying attention. I did not go that fast. We were chatting about this lesson. You should be able to fill these out. And if you can't pay attention, I have a 2-year-old I can send to your house and she could smack you in the face when you don't pay attention. So, right, Autumn? Autumn has a little one too. Between Autumn and Charlie, we could just send them to you guys' house and they'll keep you paying attention, right, Autumn? Autumn, we'll just send them around and they'll keep them alert. If they start to doze off, we'll just be like, get them, right? We'll just do that. What, Stephanie?
What was number 17? I couldn't hear you.
17 was Moses. Did you hear that? Okay, great. And now she's a little bit, she lost her hearing in one ear, but it was worth it. Okay, I'm going to end the meeting now. So you guys, I'm running late, so wave to your friends. You're not saying goodbye this time because we're running late. You guys can say bye at the next meeting, okay? All right, so bye. I'll see you guys at 11:30 for math. So adios. Miss Palmer, I'm gonna call you in a second because I gotta tell you something, okay? So get ready. All right, bye guys. See you at 11:30. Bye.